The G-Wade Podcast.
The G-Wade Podcast.
Bringing you the cool interviews,
the hot topics, and all that other crap.
The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down. G-Wade Podcast, the all-new G-Wade Podcast, kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
And we got a special guest in the building. And as y'all know, this is now officially our inaugural show as G-Wade Podcast. So if somewhere throughout it I say G-Wade Radio Show, as y'all see the mic flag still say G-Wade Radio Show, forgive me, but we slowly been transitioning everything over to G-Wade Podcast. But y'all know who it is, your boy G-Wade. And we got a special guest from Gwen's Business Corner, Gwennetta, Wright. How you doing, sis?
I'm fine. How are you?
I cannot complain. How's everything?
Everything's going good. Everything's going good.
That's what's up. How you managing and maintaining doing this COVID-19 thing?
It's challenging. We just came off vacation.
And happy third anniversary.
Thank you.
Yes,
my official third anniversary.
That's what's up.
Yes. It's challenging, just because I don't like face masks. I wear them because, we're mandated to wear them.
Right.
But I hate face masks. So just going out, having to put a face mask on all the time.
Right.
I think that's the only thing
that's
really irritating me.
Now, I scrolled through IG before you got here. And I saw some pics. So y'all were in Vegas?
Yes, we was in Vegas.
Y'all had a girls' trip?
Yes.
And I ain't seen no face mask. Well, you say you don't like wearing face
Well, but I'm going to tell you,
y'all was at the pool chilling.
Right. Okay, so, of course, when we take our pictures, we take off our face mask.
Right.
But Vegas was really strict when it came to the face mask.
Really?
So even when
was that a resort?
I thought we was at the Venetian.
Okay, yeah.
So, it was real strict when it came to face masks. I mean, even when we was taking our pictures, they kept coming up to us like, put your face mask back on, put your face mask back on. And then even if, you can not utilize it when you're eating and drinking.
Right.
And, we was at the pool a lot, so they don't even want you to take it off. They want you to keep it on your ears and then just have it down.
Kind of pull down.
Yeah, and then you drink, you have to pull it back up. It was too much. I said I might
pull
not
down,
go on vacation anymore.
That's weird.
Yeah. After it's, I don't know. It was crazy.
Was that a celebratory trip?
It definitely was. So we went out there for my best friend, which is my co-host on Gwen's Business Corner, with Deontay B.
Yes. Gotcha.
It was her 4th birthday back in March when COVID first happened.
Okay.
So we missed her 4th birthday celebration, and so we decided to go out, when we can now.
Yeah.
And then because it was September is like a very special month to me. I've been an entrepreneur, and I have several businesses, but my first business was actually born on September 1st, 2006. So for 14 years. So it's my 14-year anniversary.
Okay, that's what's up.
And
Whoop.
Gwen's Business Corner celebrate 3 years today. So, September was just a month of celebration.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, let's back it up a little bit so that our listeners, our audience, can learn a little bit about who Gwen is, where you're from, how'd you get here, you know what I mean? So you're from Columbus. Is that Columbus, Georgia?
Yes.
Columbus, Georgia. How long were you in Columbus before you came to Atlanta?
I'm still in Columbus, actually. I'm in both.
Oh, okay.
I live in both.
She by...
Yeah.
What is it, City-O?
I wish I had a name for it for real.
Right.
I literally stay half the year there, half the year here.
Really? That's
yes.
nice.
And I've been doing that for the last 10 years.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
last 10 years.
But most of the family is in Columbus?
My family is from Columbus, Georgia.
Gotcha.
Yes. And my co-host, my best friend, she's from Columbus, Georgia, too.
So y'all have known each other for...
26 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's dope. What's that, junior high school, high school?
It was her freshman year in high, my sophomore year in high.
Gotcha. That is what's up. And so how did y'all meet, though?
How did we meet? We met in cosmetology school.
Okay.
Class. Cosmetology class. That's how we met in high school. We ended up being cheerleaders together.
I was going to say somebody was the cheer. Yeah,
we ended up being cheerleaders together. And then once we graduated, I graduated a year prior to her.
Okay.
The year she graduated, we became roommates.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all friends for real?
We for real friends. Like, we're best friends. We spent our whole life, the last 26 years together.
That is crazy. Yeah. Now, is that weird. Not weird.
It
It's not
is
the
weird. I'm gonna tell you why it's weird. Because in today,
people are asking questions.
right? Because
Who your friend?
Right. So in today's world, it's hard to really find true friendship.
True.
And especially a friendship that has, lasted that long.
Yeah.
And we're not just, friends and, we talk to every now and then.
again,
We pretty
right.
much talk to each other just about every single day.
Mhm.
And then not only that, we've been business partners. She runs my tax company. So we do everything together.
Wow.
Yes.
So do y'all get the questions though? Y'all
Oh
get all weird?
yeah, we do. Y'all,
Like, what's up with y'all?
Right. I mean, of course, it looks funny.
Like, what's up with this one bedroom though? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. it looks funny, of course. But neither one of us is that way. So,
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
right.
Right.
So, but we're just best friends.
Okay. So how's it work being like in business with your best friend?
Oh, it's a headache. I'm not gonna even lie.
Because I know there's got to be the times where you don't feel like talking.
Oh,
you
my God.
You left the bread open.
Right. It becomes a headache sometimes. It's a hard thing to separate the personal and the friendship.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really, really hard. But it's been a blessing as well because, we get to celebrate all our wins together.
Mhm.
And then you have somebody that has your back in the good and the bad times.
Right.
But it ain't all lovey-dovey every day. We disagree most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We disagree most of the time, but we ultimately know what our mission, our goals are. So regardless of, what it is, we always come back and, make sure it works.
Now I feel you. Now are there the times does it interfere with relationships like boyfriend type of thing?
I mean,
you know
it's
what I'm
funny
saying?
that you asked that, and I guess that she wouldn't care if I shared it, but it
Yeah, put
actually,
her business out there.
right? I mean, it's interfered with her marriage,
Oh wow. Okay.
right? Yeah. So, and it's
Wait
not,
a minute. Roommates? I think it would.
right. We're not roommates today.
Oh, I was gonna say I think it would. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
we're not roommates today. We
Like,
was
I don't wanna
roommates-
stay here.
We
You
was
know what I'm saying?
roommates back in the day.
Gotcha.
We don't
Okay.
live together.
All right.
Now we do stay very close to each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
but we don't live together. But it's always a conflict. Because my sister also works with us on with GBC on the back end, and it has interfered in her marriage as well.
Wow.
Which I think that's something that we will probably end up having discussions on later on
Okay.
with our show because
That's a good topic too.
it's definitely a good topic just because people don't talk about it enough.
Right.
And when you have a friend and a true friend, like we're not just friends, like we're more like sisters. And then you have, again, what you asked about the conflict of working together.
Right.
Like, for instance, my best friend works for me in one of my companies. We're partners in other companies. And so the husbands think that, or the boyfriends, and it's just been, because most of my business has been family and friends.
Okay.
So a lot of times they think, that you're just hanging out.
Right. I got
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you're always with your girlfriend.
yeah.
They're more important than them. You get all of that, but not knowing that most of the time that we're together, we're probably arguing.
Conducting.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Conducting business.
We're probably having conflict and we're conducting business. Like, we really rarely ever, like, we did our girls' trip this weekend, but really, honestly, we rarely ever get to just have downtime where we're out hanging as friends.
Okay.
Most of our stuff is business.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just different because if I heard, oh, you hanging at the office? Okay, cool. Do you?
Yeah, that's what I would be thinking. Yeah.
Well,
That's what we do here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? It's easier said than done.
Okay.
I've been,
Now, could it be easier because female versus male?
No, I
No?
just say
Okay.
a lot of men say that.
Really?
Right? They all say they down and can't handle it. And then
Gotcha. I'm with you.
When it's all come down to it, it'd be a whole different story.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need attention.
I kind of like my personal space anyway, so I'm
Right.
good.
You know what I'm saying? They need attention.
Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Then, you think, like you asked me, like, do people give us that thing where we're in relations? Like, do they think we're doing something together or whatever? If it's outside of friendship or whatever.
Right.
Then, today's world, you never know
You
for
never
real.
know for real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that might mess with their head sometimes, too. I mean, I don't know. But that's a lot of issues. And then we're not just regular entrepreneurs. Like, I don't look at us as just regular entrepreneurs. We a high level performing entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So that means that the grind is
It's real.
it's real.
Yeah.
It ain't no play time. It's the grind time most of the time.
Yeah, and you know, I don't want to harp on it or belabor the topic or issue or whatever, but I remember watching a documentary where these two women, you know, for their whole lives of being friends, you know, people questioned it, but they always said that they were best friends, so on and so forth. But somewhere later down in the road, it eventually had to come out or came out some kind of way that they were more than friends, you know.
But I would say this: if I was looking on the outside in, I would probably think otherwise. Because we're literally always together.
Otherwise, meaning that you're not.
That we could possibly
Y'all
be
could
more.
be, gotcha,
right.
Gotcha.
But honestly, we don't have anything against people's sexuality.
Yeah.
But for us, neither one of us has ever been that way. We're not. Neither one of us are bi. Like we both.
That one time in college.
Right. We like neither one of us never. As far as I know, as far as her go, we never had any bisexual experiences. So neither one of us go that way. So it's like.
That's funny.
You know, that'll never come out. Right.
So then you went and because I was reading got your doctorate degree in humanitarian. Is that right?
Yes.
What is humanitarian?
Okay, so it's community service.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's actually
duh. I should have known it.
It's actually an honorary doctorate.
Really?
Yes. So I just actually received it in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations! First of all.
Thank you.
Now, how does one receive an honorary?
Well, I enrolled in the program.
Okay.
And the program, and with this particular program, you have to meet certain criteria.
Okay.
To actually get the honorary doctorate. And a lot of people, of course, probably wouldn't. You have to have so many hours of community service. You have to do so many different things. You have to have recommendations, different things. But the lady who's over the program, Mrs. Lenora Wimberlin, you know, she's seen me, watch me. That's why you never know who's watching you.
Right,
and,
true.
you know, today I got an honorary doctorate. And I think that's one of my biggest achievements today,
yeah,
of
that's
course.
High. Yeah, from where?
Global International Alliance.
Okay.
It's an online school.
Okay.
And you know, but probably prior to a year ago, I didn't even know what it was myself.
Okay. Do you mean the degree or the
right?
School?
I didn't even know. No, the honorary honorary doctorate.
Oh, gotcha.
Really
Okay,
meant,
I'm with you.
Like getting one. I didn't know that you can you can meet certain criteria and someone can say, okay, you get a degree. Like
right.
It was crazy, and it meant so much to me. I never thought that my work in the world would actually lead me to a
degree. No, that's hot.
Yeah,
that is hot. And you're also an author.
Yes.
Now, what do we write now here? We fiction, nonfiction.
I write about business.
Okay. So what are the books?
I have a book called Entrepreneurship the Right Way.
Okay.
That's on.
Is that a play on words?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I got it.
It's available on Amazon.com. That was actually my first book. I wrote that back in 2016.
And what's that? What's the right way?
Building a foundation for your business.
Say that again.
Building a foundation for your business.
Okay, building a foundation. Okay.
Right, because you know, a lot of times people have talents. A lot of people try to start businesses. We don't focus on the foundational part of being an entrepreneur, a small business owner. There's so much more to it than a logo and a website and posting on social media. It's about getting your paperwork right. It's about getting your mind right. It's about understanding strategy. It's about understanding time management. That, to me, is preparing yourself to be a business owner the right way.
Gotcha. And so if I was to say that someone was to come to you and say, hey, I want to start a business in, I don't know, let's just use tax, because that's one of your businesses, tax preparation. Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Tax preparation. How would you guide them or steer them?
I ask them why they want to be in business, right? Okay. I ask them what type of budget they have to go in business. Like, what do they have available for them? What are their knowledge when it comes to that particular profession?
Okay.
And then I'll when taxes with first, as far as taxes go, I walk them to step by step just because I'm a tax preparer. You know, they'll probably have to pay me a fee. But I walk them step for step. But, you know, someone who just starting a business, the things that I would tell them is, you know, before you start your business is to research whatever business that you're trying to get in. Do extensive research. Research your competition. Research what it takes to actually do that business. If you have that time to watch or either mentor with someone who's already in that business, possibly do that. And I will create a plan, and I would say a business plan. And I'm not talking about just the standardized business plans that people try to do just go get a loan. Yeah. But a standardized business plan to say who you are, why you're here, ultimately what your vision is for your company, outline what type of things you want to monetize off of, whether it be services or product. Okay. And creating, again, the background, you know, deciding what your business structure is, deciding, getting your EIN, making sure you have a separate business account. Just those different basic things that you need as a business owner.
Okay. Now, so, but how does, you know, because when we think, I know for me, when I think taxes, when we think taxes, we think annually. You know, here comes, you know, 2021, so we got to get ready to file before April 15th or whatever the deadline is. But how does a tax business, like, sustain the other 8 months? You know what I mean?
You have an option. For most of the time of my tender, I wasn't open. Okay. Like, it's a seasonal business.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
For me, the majority of my 14 years, I would work from January to the beginning of May. And then anybody that I seen after that will be appointment only. Because after April 15th, you only get scrapplers. Except for this year, because this year been
and everything's been off.
You're in a whole different year. You don't get taxes there all year, okay? So we don't literally have to work all year. But outside of that, you know, if you're in the tax business, something I wish somebody would have taught me or made me do was incorporate other services in my business. Okay. I have those things now, but I didn't have,
in terms of,
you know, offering insurance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Doing a service that mesh with that particular, with the tax business, and being able to offer those services throughout the whole year.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because I waste a lot of money. Because
really?
I pay rent for 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
It's 7-8 months out the year, right?
Dang, I didn't think about that part.
Right.
But I guess you could write it off, I guess.
I mean,
still,
I don't.
it ain't the same.
I mean, no, because in my mind, we always talk about write-offs. Yeah. It depends on what your status is.
Write-off ain't always right.
It ain't there. It might not be beneficial to you, or it's not, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, you know, speaking of, since you are a tax preparer, you know, maybe you can educate us, school us on what we are to really, truly expect, if you're aware, since we've gotten that stimulus. Are we getting the okie doke? Are we getting hit with the okie doke in 2021?
No, you're not.
That was really our money.
So what's gonna happen is it was a credit that they're gonna have on the tax return next year. So a lot of people won't know this, so they'll be thinking about, like, they'll be acting like they forgot how much money they got. Right? You're gonna need to know how much money you got, because that's
meaning referring to the stimulus.
Okay.
Yes. I thought it was same for everybody.
No, it wasn't, because you got
I got more.
Depends on what was on your taxes.
Okay,
right.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna have to know how much you got, because that's gonna be something that's gonna have to be entered on your taxes next year.
Gotcha.
And then it's gonna have to be entered on your taxes, but on the back end of it, it's gonna be considered a credit that you got in advance.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. And so for people, because a lot of people did not get the stimulus, they might didn't qualify for it when they filed their taxes this year. If they didn't get it, or they didn't get their money for a particular child, then they're going to be able to recover that money as a refundable credit when they file this year.
Oh, wow.
When this year.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So look, y'all, so we get to keep the money, it's basically.
Right. You do get to keep it.
Yeah. Okay. So I know my barber, when you said, you know, had built a business within it. My barber, you go through one, you go through one door, and the tax office is right through one door.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, so they supplementing other
Right.
ways.
It's a seasonal business. When I started my business, I'm a real estate agent too.
Okay.
So I told you I got 1,000 business.
Okay.
So
Out
I'm
here selling buckhead houses and all that.
I'm a real estate agent too. So when I first started, that was my plan. So I did taxes the beginning of the year, and then I did real estate the other 8 months.
Right,
But
gotcha.
it wasn't nothing I did outside of my office, though. That's just a separate entity that I had.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so but now would you say since you learned that, do you have the building or the office all the whole year, or is it still just a seasonal thing?
Well, we do different things now. So I do business development. I do consulting. We have a sister company which my sister has now, which sells life insurance and retirement plans. So now we have different things that we can offer.
Right.
We don't go in there every day still, but eventually we'll be open there. And even with my talk show.
Yeah.
For my talk show, I condensed my office, and now my talk show is on one side and my tax office company is on the other side.
Gotcha. And so where was the talk show birthed from? Who was the one who says I'm the one who likes to be on the mic interviewing guests and talking this business stuff that y'all talk?
Deontay is the talk show girl.
So that's her thing.
That's literally her thing. It's never been mine, to be honest with you. I got into it in a humbug. Like,
so what you doing?
Yeah, I got in by a humbug, but I'll say this: all of my business that I have and I do, all of them have been visions from God. With the talk show, it was actually literally a vision from the Lord. I had went on a fast at a certain time in my career where I was a little lost as far as what I wanted to do next. I woke up that morning from that fast, and I had a phone call from somebody asking me, did I want to put my do a talk show on Fox? I didn't even have a show, but did I want to do a show on Fox?
This is Fox Columbus? Okay.
Fox 54 in Columbus.
Okay.
And from there, our show was birthed.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. So
I'm about to go fast tonight.
literally, our show was birthed. But it's always been a dream of Deontay's.
Okay.
To have her own talk show. She's the entertainment part of the show because our show is business and entertainment.
Right.
I'm the business mogul. She's the entertainment mogul. But she has been a business lady for the last 10, 11 years because she put her dreams on hold for mine.
Really?
She put her dreams on hold for mine. She came in. She helped me run the businesses that I created. She partnered with me on my businesses. And we started the show when I woke up that morning and God said, do a talk show. I called her and I was like, okay, well, God said do a talk show. You're going to be on it. And then that's just kind of how we birthed it. And I initially thought that God was using me to help her birth her dream.
Gotcha.
I didn't think that I would still be on the show with her 3 years later.
Really?
I did not, because I'm really shy. And I don't like being in front of cameras. It's something that I had to learn how to
fight through.
Fight through.
Yeah.
I could not tell.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something. I mean, even now, like even when I do interviews, I mean, prior to us doing the shows, I always was interviewed by other people.
Okay.
So I was used to being interviewed. She was the person that interviewed. She did red carpet. She was an actress. She was a model. So she did all those, but this ain't nothing I ever wanted to do.
And see, I'm the opposite. For me, I'm always asking the questions, but to sit and have someone ask me questions is weird for me. Like I'm telling you, it's just a conversation, and I'm hoping that I'm expecting you to be like, oh, sure, no problem, I can conversate. But the other way around, I'm like, I'm so used to asking questions. To be asked one, it feels weird.
I mean, it was a different. It was different, but I love God, and I always talk about God in my interviews. I just have to or whatever.
Oh, big up to Jesus. Man.
So he really kind of prepared me for it.
Okay.
I remember back in 2017, I hosted my first Women's Empowerment event in Atlanta, and I had Rashida there. and I end up having to interview her at my event.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she was our keynote, but I wanted an interview. I didn't want her to actually talk, and that was my first time ever interviewing somebody.
Okay.
And then, like 2 months later, God brought us this show. So
Wow.
it's just
Kind
coincidence,
of set it up.
right?
For, yeah. No coincidence. It was all
Right.
yeah. Okay. And y'all just recently had what's Tiny's
Shekinah Joe.
Shekinah, yeah, on the show.
Yes.
How'd that come about?
I
Is she? Are they her and Tiny still friends?
think so.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to say I think so. I do know so because I witnessed them together prior to the interview, so I don't know why I
Gotcha.
want to. I don't think so. And then in her interview, she gave Tiny praise.
That's what's up.
Right?
Mhm.
Like she gave her praise, and she actually talked about it in the interview as far as like what their relationship is like, and you know how their relationship is, and how you know she kind of put her on, but she didn't handicap her,
Right.
and you know she helped her. So
They had a show together. I wish they would have kept that going.
what it was Shekinah Joe and Tiny
It was
Shekinah.
something like
Something like that, yeah. Mhm.
It looked like it was a good show too.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's funny.
Mhm.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. She's hilarious. And then she's considered a reality star because
Yeah.
she's on Love and Hip Hop right
Mhm.
now. Well, she was on the last season. I guess if they come back on, she'll still be on it. I don't know. She did Shekinah and Tiny. She was on
their show.
Their show.
Family Hustle.
I
Was
think,
it the Family Hustle?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been on reality TV for a lot.
Yeah. That's what's up. Is that anything that you ever thought about doing, reality?
Never.
No.
No.
I just said I don't like cameras.
Right, right. But you know what? That's been one of Dee dreams.
Really?
Yeah,
She want to do it.
Yeah, she's always wanted to do it. She's pitched us for them or whatever, and all kinds of stuff. But I always run away from it. I've actually almost had one. From somebody from Bravo had interviewed me like 2 or 3 years ago.
What
to
was the
actually
show?
do one. I don't know. It was something in reference to businesses and entrepreneurs and something like that.
It
But
wasn't
it
from
didn't
the
have
bottom up,
a
was it?
title.
Okay.
I went through a process.
Really? Okay.
To actually possibly get one.
Yeah.
But nothing came out of it. But it's nothing that I wanted to do.
Mhm.
And if I did, I might would do one. But I don't like drama. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta throw bottles of.
So no. So if I gotta be drama filled and
Yeah,
all of that,
yeah.
I kind of want to stay away from it. If it's a positive reality show, which
Mhm.
you probably won't get that many views, then
Yeah, people
I'll
tune
be
in for the
down
train
for
wreck.
it. Right.
girl.
I'll be down for it.
Yeah, that's what's up. And you mentioned real estate. Are you selling? Was it homes or businesses?
I can do both. Real estate is that business that I really do on the side.
Okay.
I don't advertise it as much, but I have been a real estate agent just as long as I've had my tax company.
Gotcha.
I actually got my keys to my tax building and my real estate license a week apart.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I've been a real estate agent for 14 years.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, because I have venture in so many other businesses.
Mhm.
Real estate is that thing where if somebody refers somebody to me, a family friend, one of my friends,
Yeah.
or somebody just, say, Gwen, I know you do real estate. Can you help assist me?
Mhm.
Then I go into it.
Now, has COVID-19 affected any of that? Even with your talk show, has it affected any of those?
When it came in, it didn't affect our talk show or anything, just because we had already pretty much shot most of our shows for that particular season.
Gotcha.
So we didn't have to do a whole lot
So
of
y'all
transition.
shoot basically a whole season.
We
almost.
we shoot a month in advance. When COVID came, it was around March, so we had already shot our March shows in February.
Okay.
So we didn't have to do any transition for that. We do Facebook shows as well. We
really?
ended up
Okay.
just ended up
Mhm.
doing what everybody else did, which was Zoom.
Yeah.
And then this season we just started. Did the show just air Monday? Yeah, it just aired Monday. Okay. So that show just aired. Our first for the new season just aired on Monday.
Mhm. This is season 3.
This is season 4.
Season 4. Okay.
Right. It's like we started, and I don't know why we on 4, but some kind of way we on 4.
Because it's 3 years that you're
Right.
okay.
Yeah, but we're going in our 4th year though.
Gotcha. I'm
Okay.
with you. There you go.
So
Yeah.
okay, so it's our 4th season.
Mhm.
And we're being precautious, taking precautions, and doing what we're supposed to do when it comes to making sure that the set is sanitized and that the guests are safe.
Right.
We're just gonna play it by ear because we don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple of months.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I read in your, was this on your IG? I think it was on your IG. You talked about, just a couple of days ago, you talked about, I guess there was a setback or something that you had. Was that?
I always had a lot of setbacks, so I might have.
Well, I thought I read something in regards to.
Oh, well, okay. You know what? You did. Okay, so I talked about where I am now versus my 10-year anniversary.
Gotcha. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, which I just feel like as a business owner, you pivot and you transition.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very blessed when it comes to being in business. God has been with me. Oh my God, He's truly been with me for me to still be standing. I've never had to go get a job since I've been in business. But I haven't always had it easy like this. It's been a journey because it's a lot to maintain and keep businesses afloat. And I remember at my 10-year anniversary, that was a pivotal time of my life because I lost a lot of money.
That's what I remember seeing it.
I lost a lot a lot of money. So
a lot of money.
It ain't one no little money.
It was like, a lot of money.
It was a lot of money. I lost a lot of money.
I was hurt for you. I was just reading it.
Right. Yeah. I lost a lot of money. But I still had all the same bills.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I still had all the same bills, and I lost a lot of people. That had been with me for years. But I didn't miss a beat. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't miss a beat. I didn't lose anything. God was with me through it all, and I walked by faith, and I did more with less. Like I literally did more with less, and I know I did it only because of God, only because of the faith that I have in my dreams. Being an entrepreneur, owning a small business, faith is your
that's what you hold on to.
You gotta hold on to,
man.
because it don't matter how much money you got. I've made a lot of money in business, and I lost a lot of money in business. But I'm here today, and I'm still standing and sustaining today only because of my faith.
Yeah.
And then for us to be going into our third year in a talk show that I didn't really want to do, right? And we're actually launching a channel. Okay, so we have Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, but we also are launching our GBC Media channel that will stream on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. It was never in my plan.
Now, is this a network, so you have other programs on there as well?
We'll eventually have other programs on there as well.
Okay.
So for me to go...
So we'll watch 24-hour...
You can.
Gwen's Business Corner?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, so it's in the works right now. We thought that will be together by this week, but it hasn't. It's a lot of back work that you have to do because you have to be a developer, get a developer account with all the different people or whatever. But it should be up within the next couple of weeks, hopefully before the month is over. And so to go from doing a talk show to be doing an actual channel 3 years later, that's just again a testament of your faith, and then with less money than you had before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's how God do. He'll have you doing more with less all the time.
Right.
But you had mentioned work before the business. What was your work before business, before entrepreneurship?
I built refrigerators.
Huh? Hold up. Now I don't know why I thought you was gonna go back to the cosmetology thing and talk about wait. First of all, how do you build a refrigerator? How do you get the job to build a refrigerator? And what was your interest in doing that?
Survival.
Okay. Say less. You know what I'm saying?
Survival. I came out of high school just a short stint. When I graduated from high school, I ended up graduating in summer school. Okay. So I didn't graduate on time. So for you to think the day I have a doctorate degree, just look how God worked, right?
Money do.
And I didn't get to go off to school like my friends because I didn't have the support from my family to be able to do that. My mama then wasn't going to take care of me after 18, so I had to go to work.
Okay.
And
this is in Columbus.
This is in Columbus.
Okay.
So I ended up getting a job when I was 19 at a factory called Kaiser Warren,
Okay.
and they build refrigerators. It's commercial refrigerators. The refrigerators that when you go into the grocery store, the back end where they make it where the refrigerators are cooler, and then the tubs that the meats and all that stuff, we built those.
Really?
Yes. And I did that for 8.5 years.
Really?
I was actually a supervisor.
Okay. And worked their way up.
I did. And then but it built me.
Yeah.
It built me for who I am today.
Yeah.
Because it was not an easy job. It wasn't a pretty cute diva job.
Yeah.
I was dirty every day.
Uh-huh.
And I actually worked it was unnormal hours. So I didn't work 12 hours. I worked 16, 20, 22, 24 hours sometimes.
Wow.
7 days a week. And I did that majority of the 8.5 years.
Really?
Yes. So
there was no social life.
I always make time for social.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, I always make time for social.
Just to look at you, okay. You could do makeup, hair, and you could
Sell you a house.
Sell your house.
Right. I probably could do
Get you a tax return.
Get a
Tax return on the refrigerator.
I can tell you how to build a
Start your business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a boutique.
Oh, wait, you got a boutique too?
I have a boutique.
Your resume got to be like 5 pages long.
It is. My portfolio, my media sheet is very long.
Wow.
It's very, very long. It's all about the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can't tell right, but she's like this little bitty thing too.
Yes.
Man.
By the grace of God. I just feel like everything I went through in life built me for who I am today. When you go back and you think about me building refrigerators, because, when I tell it, nobody believes it, right?
Almost like, yeah, right.
Right. Nobody believes
Yeah, I would have lost that bet.
Right. Nobody believed it, but I did it. But I gave it my all. Again, it built me up for entrepreneurship because I have long nights a lot of times. Working my businesses, it gave me the push to be able to run my own, because even there I ran their company. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that I was able to elevate. It was a factory full of men, grown men. Yeah. And I was young, because I was like 23, 24, and I was supervising grown men.
Wow.
So
I'm sure there was a lot of
I could talk for days. Do you understand me?
That's a whole show right there.
That's a whole show right there. A whole testimony right there.
Listen to this young.
They had a fit.
I could only imagine.
They had a fit.
But all those alpha males in there.
Oh, I'm a tough cookie. I wasn't playing with them.
Well, see, that built you too.
They built me too.
Now, were you ever married? Do you have kids?
I have no kids.
Okay.
And I've never been married.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, is that because you I'm focused on business, or because business, it's not made room for the social, much like working at the Kaiser One? It's Kaiser One, right?
Kaiser Warren.
Okay.
I'll be 42 in like 2 months.
Stop playing.
Yes. Y'all better listen to me. I told y'all I've been in business for 14 years, and I've been friends with my friend for 26 years.
I ain't doing quick math. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, I can't,
get a calculator real quick.
All right. So
well, I don't see 42. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be 42 in 2 months.
Okay.
And, I'm not gonna ever have kids. That's a given at this point in my life. And as far as having a spouse, I mean, it's just only in God's plan. But honestly, it's always been the dream that I wanted. I always wanted a family before I wanted a business.
Really?
Yes, and that's the thing that.
So you're saying you may have sacrificed?
I did sacrifice.
Yeah.
Ain't no maybe.
Yeah.
I did sacrifice. I feel like I sacrificed that life for God's purpose for my life. I hold a lot of weight when it comes to making sure my family and my friends that we all were straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And as a leader, I look at it now. I didn't really have the time. I kind of always blame, men which they could be a factor. But I always blame men for, and maybe the wrong men for me not, being able to have that life. But when I think about it as a 42-year-old, I didn't have time. I wasn't willing to sacrifice making sure my family was straight and we were straight for no man.
Right. I got you. Now, when you said blaming the man, you could possibly be blaming the man. Is it because of, you're saying, bad relationships?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
So being in bad relationships, and I think I settled a lot.
Okay.
Just
now I'm sure that had to be hard for them too, probably because of their egos that you out here getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I saw what you pulled up in, so
right.
you know what I mean?
I'm not normal either, because I'm not gonna even talk about like materialistic things.
Right.
Because mind you, if you listen, just go back to the interview. Like, I stay in 2 cities. I literally live in 2 cities, and I have for it might be 12 years now. I keep thinking it's 10, but probably about 12 years.
Right.
And I think with I don't know, with men, I've been on my own all my life. So I don't, even though I'm 4'8" people. I'm 4'8", right? That's how tall I am.
Building refrigerators.
Right. I'm 4'8",
Uh-huh.
but I'm not scared, and I love hair, nails, and everything. Like, I love being.
Oh, you saying
fresh,
you can fight?
Right. But I have a Suburban. That's what I usually drive.
Okay.
Right. And I can load that.
Is there a ladder to get you in there?
I can load that whole truck up by myself. Load it, unload it. I could put my own stuff together. I know how to use power tools. I know how to do all those things. So I think the intimidation, it don't just come from, maybe businesses and
right.
grinding.
I got you.
It's more so too.
I can get my own door.
I mean, I really can.
Yeah.
And because I've been doing it for so long, it's kind of
hard to let it go.
It's kind of hard to let it go.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that. In other words, I understand what you're saying when you say
Right,
that.
right.
Because, when you get used to doing something, you don't want to let it give up the, for lack of a better word, power to it, because that may not last long.
Right.
And now
And that's ultimately, that was a good evaluation. Like, that's ultimately what it is. And it even come with, to me, like, when it comes to finances. Like, if you allow someone to come in, like, I've been taking care of myself since I was 19 years old.
Right.
And I've been maintaining businesses, homes, different things like that on my own. And I've never had anybody to help me.
Right.
So, when somebody come in and then they're trying to help, in my mind, you want to let it go to let someone help, but then the reality set in that you may not be able to hold on to it or be able to keep up. So it's kind of hard to let that go.
Yeah. So you think they're intimidated also, like, financially, like they may not be on that financial
definitely
they ain't got enough O's, zeros behind them.
But the crazy part about it is I'm not that type of woman.
Gotcha.
You know what
But
I'm
you don't
saying?
have to be. You don't have to be, because I'm
Right.
just, from a guy's
Right.
point of view,
Right.
I can play on the ego.
Right. And then it sometimes it'd be money, but then I also think it'd be my faith.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
I very seldom allow anything to shake my faith.
Mhm.
So whereas most people will see my situation and they'll think, oh, how she's gonna pull it off, but then you're sitting or laying right next to me and my faith proves me right, then it's like, well, I can't even
Can't compete
measure
with that.
up,
Yeah,
right? Because
mhm.
her faith is too strong.
Yeah.
And I think my faith has been the biggest thing versus the finances. People
Gotcha.
would think it's the finances, but I think it's my faith.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. Wow. I've learned a lot. Now, but if there was anything in the world that you could be doing, aside from the 5 businesses or the multi-businesses that you have, what was that thing that you was like, man, this thing I could do? Or you're in your lane?
I'm in my lane.
Yeah.
I love business. and I love helping people. So, there's nothing else that I would have chose or any other way for my life to be than what I am and what I'm doing today.
Right.
And I probably wouldn't have been able to say that a couple of years ago, but as of today, I'm definitely doing what God called me to do.
That's what's up. So how can people find out about the show? Where can they see it? Does it, I know you mentioned Columbus, but is there a way to see it in Atlanta, that sort of thing?
Okay, so for
We're
anybody
talking about Gwen's Business Corner.
right.
Yeah.
So it's Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B. We actually tape our show in the Atlanta area in Stone Mountain, so the show doesn't tape there. So if you're interested in being a guest on our show, you can submit your information to gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com. Our show airs currently on Fox 54 in Columbus, Georgia, but all our shows are uploaded on our YouTube channel at Gwen Business Corner. In a month from now, we'll be on not all, but we'll be on the streaming channels Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. So you'll be able to see us globally in another month. We'll be launching our channel, which is GBC Media. So if you go follow us on social media, either on Facebook or IG at Gwen Business Corner, you'll be able to see the date that we'll actually launch GBC Media, where you can be able to watch our channel.
That is what's up. Well, it's certainly been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sitting down and talking to you, when I read I saw a clip of your show is what it was. I was trying to figure out how I came across you guys, but I saw a clip on IG or something, and I was like, oh, okay, no, it was somebody that I'm familiar with was on a guest on your show.
Okay.
I can't remember who she was, but she was a guest, and I was like, oh, let me check, see what you guys are about. Oh, that's what's up. They into this. Let me see if I can reach out and see what's up. So I appreciate you coming and agreeing to be on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I wish Deontay B could have been here as well, but I know she out here running businesses.
Yes, she was getting her hair done for the show.
Okay.
we forgot because we had changed the date, so I had forgot to remind her, and I didn't want her to have to change her appointment.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, certainly, I'm gonna tune into you guys and support the move that you guys got going on, and much success to you.
Thank you so much for having me, and much success to you all as well.
Thank you so very much. Now I gotta remember how to close this, D, because this is new.
She's gonna be selling detox tea next. Watching.
Oh, definitely not.
She said I ain't doing all that flat tummy stuff.
She's selling something. She's gonna be selling something.
I got a client that does that. Social media client. The Scale. Go to their page. Website thescaleonline.com. She can sell detox tea.
She said Amy is a friend.
No, it's a client.
A client. I'm sorry.
She knows somebody that knows somebody though. Look at
she got connects. That's what's up. It's your boy G Wade holding it down. G Wade podcast, kicking it alongside with my man Deacon. All right.
The G Wade podcast.
The G Wade podcast.
Bringing you the cool interviews,
the hot topics, and all that other crap.
The G Wade podcast with Deacon Dirty.